you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be doing a what I eat in a day. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. Going into this year, I really had some new fitness goals for myself, and one of them was to lean out, you know, lose a little body fat and also baby gains. So that was just something I really wanted to do this year. I felt really energized, very motivated. So I started working with an online coach that I've talked to you guys about. So in this video, you're gonna see me counting, tracking, weighing my macros. I will list everything in it too, like all my meals, how many macros are in it, so that way you can see. That's just part of the program that I'm doing right now. So it's a little bit of it was a big change for me. I've seen so much progress. I think I keep saying 6 weeks, but I think it's been 2 months now. I started at the end of January, February. Yeah, it's been almost 2 months. My body fat's steadily been going down and my muscle has been going up. So things are great. My macros are based on my height, age, weight, fitness goals, and how often I train and the training that I do. So they're not, you know, they're not designed for everybody. They're pretty specific to me and like my body. So I'm eating the high fat, low carb lifestyle. I know it's not for everybody. I do not expect it to be for everybody. I don't think it should be for everybody, but it's working really great for me right now. I really like it. I like the way it makes me feel, and I really have been liking the progress that I've seen. I could throw like 1,000 disclaimers in here talking about like how I know this isn't for everybody and like blah blah blah, but honestly, I feel like I've done it a lot and I don't think I need to do it in this video. So all I ask is that you please be respectful. I don't expect everybody to agree with this lifestyle or whatever. This is just what I eat in a day and I'm sharing it, so here we go. It's time for my first meal of the day. Of course, I like to have water when I first wake up, but now it's time to move on to coffee. This is the coffee that I drink. This is my favorite Allegro coffee. We get this from Whole Foods. It is a light roast. I like to put half and half in my coffee. I'm a half and half girl. I've tried so many different other coffee combinations and this is just my favorite. This is what you can get pretty much everywhere that you go, any restaurant, any coffee place. It's simple. All right, so this is the ratio that works best for me and my taste buds. I do 3 tablespoons of half and half per cup of coffee. Do I always measure it? No, I feel like I know kind of what 3 tablespoons looks like now, so I don't always measure it. But it gives me the perfect colored roast. Ugh, I'm so annoyed. It was all nice and sunny yesterday, the lighting was great, and now it's all gloomy today. Playing me. All right, so I'm having my morning coffee, kind of writing out what I want to do for the day. If it's a gym day, which today is not a gym day because I'm letting my brows heal still. Today's my last non-gym day. I'm gonna go tomorrow, but I pretty much have the same routine. So I'll have a cup of coffee in the morning, just 1 cup before I go to the gym, and then I'll have my electrolytes before the gym also. So yes, it is a lot of liquid. I would like to cut my coffee before my workout and just have my electrolytes, but I just need it so bad in the morning, you know? Now today for a non-gym day, I'll have my coffee right when I wake up and then maybe a couple hours later, I'll have my electrolytes. But it's pretty much the same thing, just depends on if I'm going to work out or not. Those electrolytes are so good, you guys, like I can't handle it. They're my PEDs, my performance enhancing drugs. They make me work out harder. They give me like an energy boost. There's no caffeine in it, but it just tastes so good. I love them. I have a mild addiction to them. All right, it is officially breakfast time. So normally I'll do this when I get home from the gym. I have been eating pretty much the same breakfast for the past several weeks. But this, for some reason, like I can just do. Sometimes it varies. Sometimes I'll do like, you know, onions and mushrooms in my omelet. Sometimes I won't. It just depends. Some days, like today, I'm gonna have lox or smoked salmon with my breakfast. Some days maybe I'll have bacon. Some days I won't have any meat at all. You never know. But today I'm gonna be having smoked salmon with my breakfast. And I'm always posting my omelets on Instagram stories and people have been asking me to show how I make my eggs. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. So I have 2 eggs in a bowl and then you add 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. So this is what I use, heavy whipping cream. For 1 tablespoon, it has 5 grams of fat and less than 1 gram of carbs. So this adds a little bit of fat to my breakfast, but it also makes it like a little bit fluffier. Throw that in there, and then I put some salt in. And then you just whisk it up. Boom, boom, boom. Now I do it on pretty low heat, like the highest of low. So we've got a non-stick pan here. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter. Whenever I do a non-stick pan, I do not like to use a lot of butter. It makes the eggs like kind of runny. I'm weird with my eggs. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add in my omelet mixture. Now, while this is cooking, I went ahead and made my electrolyte water. Dude, these glasses are so old. I think these were my mom's when we were a kid. But this is the electrolyte powder that I drink. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. Yes, it has a ton of sodium. I know that. For this particular way that I'm eating, sodium is fine. It's not something that I worry about. They come in packets like this, and the flavor is citrus salt, and I'm telling you, it tastes so good to me. Anyway, when I drink this, oh, it like literally, I feel like it like pumps life through my veins. I don't even know how to describe it. The first time I had it, I was like in shock at how much energy it gave me. It kind of felt like a pre-workout. I don't take a pre-workout. I just drink this and it gives me life. It gives me so much life. This is what I drink when I'm hungover. I'll have like 3 packets of this in one day if I'm hungover. John drinks it now before workouts. Hey, John, how much do you love your electrolytes? We like need them. We ran out a couple times before like our next shipment came in, and it was just not good for us. We've had this on here for about 2 minutes. You can shake it. The bottom is starting to cook, but I kind of like to cook it like almost all the way through. Oh yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. Let's measure our cheese. This feels about right. I'm using cheddar. I weigh everything in grams, so 0, about 22 grams of cheese. This is my favorite mix of greens: spinach, mizuna, chard, and kale. Tare again. So it sets it at 0. I'll do a little bit less today. 34 grams of greens. I definitely don't like runny eggs, so I scoot this. See how it's like a little pancake? Flip it. A little overcooked because I'm filming, you know, it slows everything down a little bit. I'm gonna take some of my cheese that I measured out. Stick it on. Now it only cooks for a little bit on this side. All right, so now I'm gonna flip it. I cooked it for like 30 more seconds. Boom. Throw this on my greens. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of the cheese on top so it kind of melts a little bit. Next up is my salmon. This is my favorite smoked salmon currently. Wild Alaska sockeye smoked salmon. Sometimes you take a little break to watch like puppy videos, you know.
Sometimes or all of the time?
All the time. So we're at 0 grams here, perfect. And then we're gonna layer on some salmon. 49 grams, that sounds good to me. Now I'm gonna tare so it's back to 0. I'm gonna add some avocado. This avocado was kind of like not really about it today. 32 grams of avocado. Some days I have avocado, some days I don't. Honestly, it's not my favorite thing to eat, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I said it. I said what I said. And now I'm gonna add some pico. I made this last night, so I already have it plugged into my Fitness Pal, all the everything that's in here. These tomatoes kind of weren't it, I'm not gonna lie. I was very disappointed with these tomatoes. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this onto the omelet. Ta-da!
Well, la-dee-da.
So this is how I make my breakfast, pretty simple. All right, I am sitting down. Where's my water? A year ago, I could not eat eggs or pretty much any breakfast food. Like smoked salmon, there's no way I would have been able to eat that without a bagel. Eggs, there was no way that I would eat eggs without tortillas or some type of like toast bread situation. Like I would not do it. Just seeing how differently I eat and like my eating habits have changed is insane to me. And I think it's important to realize that like it doesn't happen overnight. I would not have been eating this when I first started keto. Like it would have been challenging for me, but it's been almost a year now. And I feel like I've made little changes like every single month. And over the holidays, like November was our birthdays and then it was the holidays, and I feel like I was kind of eating whatever. But now that I'm back in it, for some reason, like starting a new year just makes you feel refreshed. One thing I wanted to point out, so I work from home, so this is easy for me to make, you know, in the morning time, but I have worked, you know, crazy retail hours and I've worked at a 9 to 5. So I know that this is not always a possibility. One thing that I would recommend, I think I posted a recipe video on this a few years ago, is making egg cups. If you do like eggs, they're basically like tiny little frittatas, but doing something like that, those taste really good to me meal prepped, like eating them over the next couple days. So on Sundays, making some egg cups with like similar ingredients, and you could just throw those on a bed of greens or something. That's something that I would do. Now for dinner, I want to make steak salads for dinner tonight. So I'm going to take some filet out of the freezer. These are from Costco. I think I'm just gonna take out this big one for John and I and leave this little one in there. All right, so we've got this big one out of the freezer. You know, huh? How do you know? All right, so while I'm still here in the kitchen with a mess, I'm gonna make my dessert or prep it for later, so that way you guys can see it. I'm gonna start with heavy whipping cream. This is 3 tablespoons of whipping cream. My mom told me, she said a good tip is to blend it first before I add my cream cheese. So let's do that and see if we can get it nice and fluffy. Oh, you miss your mom, Taz? All right, so I'm gonna take my hand mixer. I need to get one of those little like handheld ones, you know? Ooh. Good tip, Cran. Look at that. So it's all nice and blended. And then I'm gonna add 1 ounce of cream cheese. This is pre-softened a little bit, not really, really softened. I have made the whipping cream mixed with peanut butter as well. It's really good, but I have like a peanut butter problem. We're adding in the cream cheese. I know that this is a really small bowl. Wow, doing the whipping cream by itself first really made a huge difference. Normally it fits in this bowl, no problem, but it's so fluffy, it's like overflowing. All right, next step, this is what makes it chocolatey. This is the perfect keto chocolate collagen powder. I'm not gonna tell you like, oh my God, this is such a good collagen supplement. I like this because of the chocolate flavor. The chocolate flavor is so rich, so good, it tastes like chocolate pudding. So it has 80 calories per scoop, 1 gram of carbs, 10 grams of protein. If you're more of like a vanilla person, because this has cream cheese in it, I've tried like the vanilla collagen, but it tasted really artificial to me. I wasn't a fan of that one. But even if you just put like some vanilla extract in here, I bet it would be really good. Make sure you use the Madagascar one or else Cran will come for you. All right, so I'm gonna blend this in one more time and I'll show you guys like the texture of it. Peep this. Dude, come on, look at that texture. Ooh! And this is, I feel like a good serving size, you know? It's not too much, it's not too little. So this is like my fat bomb currently. I don't eat this every single day. This is like maybe a couple times or a few times a week, but I wanted to show you guys this today because a little update for you guys. I'm sitting down to film my Makeup Monday right now, even though it's Tuesday. But little water update, because I do get a lot of questions about how much water I drink in a day. So I've already had well over a liter of water and it is 1:30 right now. So number 2 for today, I believe this is like 1 liter. This is exactly 1 liter. So I'll probably finish this while I'm filming or at some point throughout the day. So I drink around 2 liters a day. Some days I drink more, some days I drink less. On like intense workout days, I'll drink a liter during my workout. It's just like that sometimes. So, but that's typically around the range, like 2 liters a day. I'm gonna have another cup of coffee right now, so that's 3 more tablespoons of creamer in my day that I will be adding in. I'm back. All right, so I just finished filming and I'm down to here on my water, by the way. It's 3:45 right now. I'm making my snack. Here's my snack. This is, let me see, I think it's like 95 grams of broccoli and then 3 tablespoons, like 1.5 servings of ranch. Let me show you guys the ranch that I make. So instead of buying the salad dressings, I think a lot of the salad dressing ranches had sugar in it. I buy the tub of sour cream and then the Hidden Valley Ranch packets. Those don't have any sugar in it, and I really like the flavor of that ranch for like dips and stuff. It's a little bit thicker, less runny than the salad dressing kind. So I'm doing this instead of eating peanut butter. So I know this probably sounds really weird, but like I have this thing for peanut butter. Like I could sit and eat a whole jar, no problem. So I decided, I was like, you know what, anytime I'm craving peanut butter, it's usually for a snack, right? So instead, just have broccoli and ranch, which is nowhere near the same taste as peanut butter, but I feel like I get to eat for a little bit longer. And peanut butter is so calorie dense that it's like I eat 2 tablespoons and that's a whole serving, and it doesn't, like, I want like a full bowl, you know what I mean? So I try to like limit how much peanut butter I eat, and now this is what I've been eating instead, and it's really good. I really like raw broccoli. John, can you eat raw broccoli? No. Not even with ranch? I feel like, you know, every week is like a different challenge for me. Like, what can I eat instead of that? How can I get my fat in instead of eating this? And like for me, it's really interesting. I actually enjoy it. It's something that I enjoy. So like when I do my whipping cream cheese dessert, I'll eat that for like a few days a week, and then I'm like, okay, next week, what can I do to eat less dairy instead of eating like all of that, you know? So every week is different, and I'm still working with the online coach that I talked to you guys about in my hair vlog. Her name is Adi, and her company is Working Against Gravity. It's like an online coaching type of program, and for me, it's been really, really helpful. I feel like it helps with my accountability, and you check in every Sunday. So every Sunday morning I wake up, I take my body progress photos, and then I basically just write like a diary type journal entry of how my past week went. So at first it felt really tedious, but now it's like something I actually look forward to doing. I feel like it gives me like a snapshot of my week, and I can see like, okay, this is where I did really well. This is where I feel like I lost control. Like say, there was like 1 week where I was eating like 6 tablespoons of peanut butter a day. And I can see like, okay, what was like wrong with me that week? Was I about to start my period, or was I like not getting enough sleep? You start to like look at it as a whole. I feel like it used to be like if I had a bad day and I just kind of like ate a bunch of crap, then I'd be like, okay, whatever, this day is screwed. And then I would carry on into the next day and the next day and the next day. And now I feel like I get kind of like a snapshot of my week, and I can see how I did, and I feel really proud of the progress that I made. So that to me is what has been motivating me to keep doing it. I will say, if I tried to do all of this like right when I first started keto, I don't think I would have, I don't want to say been successful, but I think I would have gotten a lot more frustrated. There's like different stages of keto or any type of lifestyle change that you want to make, you know? But for me, I think I saw a meme actually on Instagram, and I was like, dang, that's really true. So for people that are eating a traditional like American diet and they want to switch to keto, there's like a phase in the beginning that's the transition phase, where you're kind of just adjusting to everything. And then after that, it's kind of like you go into a lazy keto thing. Maybe you fall off a few times, try and get back in it. And then I feel like I'm in the next stage now where I've kind of like accepted the whole lifestyle. I really like it. And I'm like, okay, how can I totally like transform? That's what I want to do now. And I think that's why I'm able to track and weigh all my food, is because I'm really committed to it now, and I'm really excited about it, and I actually enjoy it. When I first started tracking with Adi, like I was frustrated every single day. Like there were times where I was just like, screw this, I don't want to do this anymore. And I mean, you guys have seen in my early keto videos, a lot of people asked me if I tracked my food, and I said no. And the answer was because I didn't want to. And that really is like how I felt at the time. Like I just didn't want to track at the time. And if you don't want to do it, you can't be forced to do it. You know what I mean? But now I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I feel ready. I feel like I can handle this. So that's why I feel good about doing it now. And I know there's gonna be plenty of people that say, oh my God, you eat way too much. This is why you haven't lost more weight. Or, oh my gosh, you don't eat enough. You look scrawny. I feel like I've heard everything, but I can comfortably say that I'm very happy with where I'm at. I'm really happy with my progress, and my consistency, I feel like, is something that I've never really had before. So I would say if this is something you're really interested in doing, I would recommend starting during a week that is very low key for you. You don't have a lot going on. That's what I did. And I think if I had like a really busy week and I was gonna be out a lot or maybe traveling, it would have been much harder for me to start the process. So I would recommend starting on like a very low key, you ain't got shit going on kind of week. So you can kind of learn and get in the habit of everything. Like I said, when I first started weighing, it was the most frustrating process ever. I wanted to give up, but I kept doing it, and now it's become extremely easy to me. And then I know fasting, like intermittent fasting, is a really great tool, but for me and the way my life is right now, I just don't feel like I could successfully do it. So I'm not doing that right now. So I'm gonna eat my snack while I post on Instagram stories all the makeup that I just did. Turned out cute, right? And then I'm gonna start preparing dinner, show you guys how we do that, and then that'll be pretty much it for the day. It's dinner time now. I just grilled the steaks outside, so I'm gonna set this to the side. This is randomly in here. We just bought this because we've been really craving it.
Holler at us, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell hot sauce? You can't say that Taco Bell hot sauce isn't really, really good, because it is. So for dinner, I kind of already plugged in what would help me meet my macros today. So I'm gonna kind of do it based off of that. And I'm making a steak salad. Now this is just gonna be for me. 65 grams of my same greens that I love. And then tears, that way it goes back to 0. Around 85 grams of cucumber, 86 grams. 15 grams of red onion. 30 grams of avocado. That's avocado. I thought I had more feta, but I think John ate it all. I did have 5 on here. Let's see. 3, I'll leave the rest for you.
What is the shake?
4 teaspoons of feta. And then I do my favorite salad dressing. I've shown you guys this before, but I will show you again. I personally don't really care for store-bought salad dressings that much. I'd much rather make it at home. So I do 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. And then I'm gonna start with 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. Sometimes I like it a little bit more, you know, more vinegar, sometimes I don't. And then we'll add some salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic. That's good, that's good. 2 tablespoons is good. Sometimes you do too much vinegar, you'll be like, ow, my throat. All right, so now I'm gonna do my steak, and I measured out, I input it into my phone and it said 4 ounces, but that might feel like a lot. So I'm gonna start adding in my steak. Some would say I grilled it to perfection. I don't know about you. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 ounces of steak in here. Stir this bad boy up. And all I cooked the steak with was salt, pepper, and some butter. I'm finishing out my day pretty strong with this salad, and I still have 15 protein and 6 fat left, so I'll probably have like a little protein shake, a little less than a full scoop, which is 20 grams of protein, because sometimes I don't feel like eating like that much food, you know. Oh, it's time. It's time. Look at the texture of this, you guys. It's like mousse. Chocolate mousse. All right, this is my post-dinner snack. This is what it's all for right here. This is actually a really good amount too. So yesterday I had double this. It was good, but it was a lot. If you like chocolate mousse, this is incredible. And that is what I eat in a day. This was a good day for me. I have my good days where I'm like on point, everything is great, and then I have some days where shit hits the fan, and that's just life. Sometimes it's just the way things are. So this was a really good day for me, but just know they're not all good days. This is my macro count for the day, just that way you guys know. If you have any questions for me, you can leave them in the comments down below. I'll try my best to answer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Ooh, ooh, ooh. My tripod isn't working out so well here, huh? Oh! Oh, look who got major gains. Oh. Is this not focused? This camera really pisses me off, I'm sorry. World's slowest zoom of all time. What? What? What's he talking about? He's like, he knows I'm filming right now. What is your problem? You need to start tracking too, Mike. Oh, yes. 3 eggs. Is this focused? Hello. Lay down. No. When did you get so heavy? You're dense, huh? All I'm asking for is like 5 minutes.